You will hate me for the wounds I never meant to leave. If this touched your soul, don't scroll. Like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. Love's deepest scars are carved by silence, not by words. You will hate me for the love I lost while trying to save us. I was your forever, but you were only a moment. Some truths are too heavy for love to carry without breaking. You will hate me because I stopped chasing a love that ran. I held your heart as if it were mine, but it slipped away. Our love was a fragile echo lost in an empty room. You will hate me for the part of me you never understood. I loved you with a hunger no one else ever fed. Sometimes love teaches us to say goodbye before the pain consumes. You will hate me for the silence I embraced to save my soul. I was the light you needed, even when you preferred darkness. Our love was a whispered prayer lost in the winds of time. You will hate me because I chose my peace over your chaos. The hardest battles in love are fought within silent hearts. I loved you in a way that broke and rebuilt my soul. You will hate me for the dreams I let go to survive. Some loves fade quietly, leaving shadows that never fully disappear. I was your everything, but you never saw beyond yourself. You will hate me, but one day you'll understand why I had to leave. You will hate me for the silence I kept when my heart screamed for truth. I loved you in chaos, but you only craved peace. Some loves are painful lessons wrapped in tender memories. You will hate me because I chose healing over holding on. I was your safe place, but you chose storms instead. Love doesn't always save. Sometimes it teaches us to let go. You will hate me for the space I claimed to breathe freely. Our love was a fragile dream that shattered with harsh reality. I held your secrets as if they were my own wounds. You will hate me for the goodbye I whispered but never meant to say. I loved you deeply, but you only loved the idea of me. Sometimes love's greatest betrayal is silence when we need words most. You will hate me because I stopped pretending everything was okay. Our love was a quiet war that neither of us could win. I carried your burden even when you couldn't carry mine. You will hate me for loving you too honestly to keep silent. Some loves fade because they were never meant to last forever. I was lost in you, forgetting how to find myself. You will hate me for the tears I never let you see. Love isn't always kind. Sometimes it's a lesson wrapped in heartbreak. I held on to hope long after you let go. You will hate me for the truth that set me free. Our love was a fragile flame in a world too cold to hold it. I loved you in shadows, hoping you'd one day see the light. You will hate me for breaking the silence that bound us. Some loves teach us strength through the pain they leave behind. I was your everything, but you only wanted a part of me. You will hate me for the honesty that shattered your illusions. I gave you my heart, but you kept the key locked away. Love's hardest lesson is learning when to walk away. You will hate me because I chose peace over endless fighting. Our love was a song lost between forgotten verses. I loved you fiercely, even when you turned away. You will hate me for the distance I needed to heal. Some love stories end quietly, leaving echoes of what could have been. I was drowning in us while you refused to swim. You will hate me for the space I carved to breathe again. Love sometimes hurts to teach us how to grow. I loved you in ways you never knew how to hold. You will hate me for the truth I refused to hide anymore. Our silence was louder than any words we never spoke. I carried your lies like invisible scars on my soul. You will hate me because I stopped chasing what never wanted me. I loved you beyond words, but you loved only silence. Some hearts break to make room for new love to bloom. You will hate me for the goodbye that saved my soul. Our love was a fragile dance on the edge of forever. I was your refuge, even when you couldn't stay. You will hate me for loving you honestly and fiercely. Love is sometimes the hardest goodbye, wrapped in the sweetest memories. I held your heart like a fragile glass, too delicate to drop. You will hate me for the space I needed to heal myself. Some loves fade, not because they weren't real, but because they were toxic. I was your everything, but you never learned to see me. You will hate me for the truth that finally set me free. Our love was a fragile flame that burned too brightly to last. I loved you even when you stopped loving me back. You will hate me for walking away before we both got broken. Some loves are lessons disguised as heartbreak. I carried your pain like a sacred burden I never chose. My dear, you will hate me if you find this out. I loved you more than I loved myself. You will hate me for what I never said. The silence that killed us slowly. The truth I hide will fracture you. I'm sorry for the cracks you didn't deserve. I carried your ghost even when you abandoned me without a glance. You will hate me for breaking us, but love is never fully mine to keep. The lie was mercy, but it buried our love in cold, suffocating earth. I loved you so deeply, I drowned in the secrets I could never tell. You will hate me for walking away when your silence screamed louder than words. Some truths haunt love so deeply, they carve scars no healing can erase. You will hate me for the shadow I became inside your light. I was your truth and your biggest lie all at once. Love falters when honesty feels like a weapon, not a gift. I held your heart too tightly, and it shattered beneath my fingers. You will hate me for the love I chose not to fight for anymore. Our silence was louder than any scream of forgiveness. I gave you my soul, and you gave me a silence I still hear. The darkest love stories hide in the things we never dared say. You will hate me because I loved you in ways you never saw. Forgiveness can't bloom where hatred has already rooted deep inside. I was the storm in your calm, the truth you refused to face. The weight of our secrets crushed the wings of everything we dreamed. You will hate me for the goodbye I whispered but never screamed. Love isn't always kind. Sometimes it's the hardest goodbye we swallow. I wished for forever, but you chose the silence of never. I carried your lies like sacred scars no one could understand. You will hate me for the moments I let go, though my heart screamed. Some loves die quietly, their ashes scattered in unspoken regret. I was your shadow when you needed light. Now I am the dark. Love wasn't enough to save us, but I hoped it could. You will hate me because my truth unraveled the love you built on lies. The deepest wounds come from love betrayed in silence. I was drowning, but you never threw a lifeline. You will hate me for the love I still carry, unreturned and untamed. We lost each other in the spaces between words left unspoken. I loved you beyond reason, and it broke me beautifully. You will hate me for the tears I hid behind my brave face. Sometimes love is the cruelest prison we willingly enter. I kept your secrets even when they destroyed me from inside. You will hate me because I stopped pretending everything was okay. Our love was a fragile myth I believed too hard to let go. I whispered goodbye so softly you didn't even hear my heart break. You will hate me for walking away, but I saved my soul. Love isn't always loud. Sometimes it's the quiet ache of missing you. I gave you everything, even when you gave me silence in return. You will hate me because I loved you with a honesty that scared you. The hardest part wasn't losing you. It was losing myself along the way. Our story ended where truth began, too painful for either of us. You will hate me for the space I needed to breathe again. Love is sometimes the cruelest teacher, breaking hearts to heal souls. I held on to hope long after you had let go. You will hate me for the distance I created to protect what's left. Our love was a beautiful wound that never truly healed. I spoke my truth, and it shattered the fragile world we made. You will hate me for the freedom I chose over broken promises. Some loves teach us how to let go by breaking us first. I was your sanctuary, but you sought storms instead. You will hate me because I stopped fighting a battle already lost. The silence between us screamed the end louder than any words. Love isn't always gentle. It can be the fire that burns us awake. I loved you in shadows when you only wanted light. You will hate me for the honesty that shattered your illusions. We were both prisoners of a love that refused to set us free. I gave you my heart, but you kept the key. You will hate me because I chose self-love over your endless wars. Sometimes the hardest love is the one that teaches us to survive. Our love was a quiet rebellion against the world, now just silence. You will hate me for breaking the spell you never wanted broken. I was drowning in us, and you watched without reaching out. Love is a wound that either heals or consumes us whole. You will hate me for the space I created to breathe again. I loved you fiercely, but you only knew how to leave. Our silence was a chasm neither of us dared to cross. You will hate me for the truth I refused to hide anymore. I carried our love like a fragile flame in a storm. Sometimes love's end is the only way to find yourself again. You will hate me because I loved you honestly when you chose lies. I gave you all I had, even when you asked for less. The hardest goodbye is the one whispered inside a broken heart.